This is pink Himalayan salt. It sparkles with a soft blush, it feels exotic, and it has become a must-have in kitchens, spas, and even bedrooms around the world. But while it may look like a luxury, at its core, it's just salt. And yet a packet of it can cost up to 20 times more than the plain white salt sitting in your cupboard. So what makes this salt so expensive? First, let's clear something up. Pink Himalayan salt is not rare. In fact, most of the world's supply comes from just one place, the Khewra salt mine in Pakistan. This mine, located at the foothills of the Himalayas, has been active for centuries. Today, it produces around 350,000 tons of salt every single year. That's an enormous amount. So clearly, scarcity is not the reason behind its price. The supply is steady, and the reserves are massive. So if it's not rare, then why is it so costly? The answer lies in perception, branding, and the way this salt is packaged and sold. The first factor is its appearance. Unlike plain white table salt, pink Himalayan salt has a striking rosy color. That color comes from trace minerals like iron, magnesium, and potassium. Together, scientists estimate about 80 different trace elements can be found in it. But here's the truth. These minerals make up less than 2% of the salt. That means that nutritionally, it's nearly identical to regular salt. You'd have to consume dangerously large amounts to get any real health benefits from those minerals. And yet, the pink tint tells a different story. It feels natural, pure, and unique. In a world where consumers are drawn to anything that looks different, pink salt immediately stands out on a shelf. And for that visual difference, people are willing to pay more. The second factor is health marketing. Pink Himalayan salt has been advertised as a miracle product. It's claimed to regulate sleep, balance energy, detoxify the body, boost libido, and even slow aging. While science doesn't support these claims, they've been repeated enough to stick in people's minds. When something ordinary is presented as extraordinary, its value goes up, whether or not the claims are true. The third factor is how versatile the salt has become outside the kitchen. It isn't just sprinkled on food, it's sold as bath salts in luxury spas, it's used in scrubs and beauty products, and most famously, it's carved into glowing lamps. These lamps, with their warm orange-pink light, are marketed as air purifiers and mood boosters. Scientific evidence is slim, but that doesn't matter. What people are buying is the atmosphere, the glow, the feeling of calmness and luxury. By turning salt into a lifestyle product, companies have been able to charge far more than they ever could for seasoning alone. And then there's the Instagram effect. In today's digital age, being photogenic is as valuable as being functional. Pink Himalayan salt is tailor-made for social media. It looks beautiful sprinkled on dishes. It stands out in photos of food styling. And it glows aesthetically as a lamp in a yoga studio or a bedroom. On platforms like Instagram, appearance often sells more than taste or nutrition, and pink salt became the perfect trend. Its rise in popularity isn't just about what it does, it's about how it looks. But what about taste? Does it actually taste better than ordinary salt? The answer depends on who you ask. Some people say it has a milder, smoother flavor, less harsh on the tongue compared to refined table salt. Others insist it tastes exactly the same. In blind tests, many can't tell the difference at all. So while the taste argument may add to the myth, it's not strong enough to justify the price. Instead, what truly sells is the idea that this salt is somehow more natural, more authentic, and more luxurious than the white grains most of us grew up with. Put all of this together, and the real reason pink Himalayan salt is so expensive becomes clear. It's not about rarity, because it isn't rare. It's not about nutrition, because nutritionally, it's nearly identical to table salt. It's about perception. It's about the story we've built around it. The pink hue, the health claims, the wellness lifestyle, and the Instagram-ready look-all of these combine to create a product that feels premium, and that feeling allows it to be sold at a premium price. At the end of the day, pink Himalayan salt is a masterclass in marketing. It shows how something abundant, ordinary, and inexpensive can be transformed into a luxury simply by changing the way we see it. It is beautiful, it is versatile, and it is undeniably appealing. But when you pay 20 times more for it, what you're really buying isn't better nutrition. You're buying an image. You're buying a lifestyle. You're buying the power of perception. So the next time you sprinkle pink salt on your food, remember this. You're not just adding flavor. you're adding centuries of mining history, layers of clever marketing, and a story that turned simple salt into one of the most expensive condiments on Earth. Expensive? Yes. Rare? No. But valuable, at least in the eyes of the consumer, and that's what keeps pink Himalayan salt glittering on shelves around the world.